Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another episode. We're back in the Lael cookbook tonight, and I'm going to be making steak au poivre. I'm really excited for it. It's got cognac in it, which I've never even had before, so looking forward to that. I'm also going to be making the asparagus and haricots verts salad to go along with it, so real excited for what we can cook up tonight. Let's get started. So the first part of this is we're going to preheat the oven to 425, and we're going to take our meat and moisten very slightly with oil. Now he says you can use any cut of steak you want. Most restaurants will opt for sirloin. I went with ribeye. It's what they had. It's what was available. So got 2 ribeye steaks here. We're going to moisten very slightly with some oil. Okay, and then we're going to dredge each of the steaks in the crushed peppercorns. So we're going to use some black peppercorns, crushed but not ground into a powder. So I'm going to set these aside. There's got to be an easier way to do this. And then if I just put a bunch of these in and I just pulse it a few times, might get us what we're looking for. So that ended up probably a little more done than it should be, but I think that's as good as I'm going to be able to get it. So we're going to dredge these in this. I'm just going to sprinkle it on. When I looked at some pictures of this online, and it was definitely just like full kernels, but he also wants them crushed. So I think they might be doing it a little bit different at Lael than the full kernels. Heat some oil over, what do you say, high heat? Over high heat. I'm going to need 1 ounce of good cognac as well for the sauce. I've never had cognac, so I hope that this covers it and this is good. I'm actually probably going to have a little sip. Is a shot an ounce? But yeah, I went to the liquor store to buy this, and it's very special, so should be fine. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, once the oil is hot, we're going to add 2 ounces of butter. Call that 2 ounces. And then he wants us to put the steaks in and brown on all sides, about 5 minutes per side. That seems incredible, like a lot. So I'm gonna go maybe 3 per side and we'll see what we get. I'm gonna commit a sin here and crowd this pan. So we're gonna flippy flip maybe. Yeah, I think we could go a little bit longer. Hello, welcome back to the cutting board. So, we're going to take our asparagus, 1 bunch of asparagus. We're going to trim, and I'm going to do this in 2s. Just make it more manageable. Just trim. Trimmed up, and then I'm going to need haricots verts, 6 ounces trimmed. I believe some green beans, and they're already trimmed. Something I didn't see was the asparagus needs to be bound with string. Yeah, that didn't really work. Great. Well, they're bound together, and I've got about 6 ounces here. We're going to fill a pot with water, salt, and then we're going to bring this to a boil and put the asparagus in for about 5 minutes. I just want to flip and see what these look like on the other side here. Oh yeah. So those are gonna go in the oven for about 5 to 7 minutes until rare. That's how I like my steaks. So 5 to 7 minutes for rare, 10 for medium rare, and so on is what he says in the book. While our pot of water is coming to a boil, I also need an orange segmented, which I'm not going to show because, you know, why do I need to show me cutting an orange? Steaks have been in for about 5 minutes. Oh, wow. I don't know what happened with that one. Take these out, let them rest, and in this pan, we're gonna carefully stir in the cognac, he says. It's probably to prevent it from catching on fire. Because if you're using a gas stovetop, or, you know, you can flambe with cognac. Oh hey, that is exactly why. As much fun as it is to create a column of flame as you add flammable material to an incredibly hot pan, it's not desirable or necessary in a home kitchen. We're going to stir in veal stock, so this is where people are going to get mad. I still don't have any way of getting veal stock, so I'm using beef again. And I only need 4 ounces. That looks good to me. So now that this is boiling, I'm going to throw in our asparagus, which doesn't fit. Great. Why is it bound together? You know what, Anthony, I'm sorry. I'm not binding it because I need it to not be bound. Because I need it to be able to go down in there, and I don't think it's going to be able to do that when it's bound like that. Oh no, cross-contamination. Oh no, whatever shall we do? Oh, the world's going to catch on fire because a home cook has used the spoon that was in the thing. Oh my god, we're all going to die. So we're going to let this reduce now until it can coat the back of the spoon, and then we'll whisk in the butter and season. We are looking at the asparagus. We're going to remove from boiling water until they're bright green and tender. They're starting to look a bit green, but are they tender? Oh, I'd say that's tender. He says to use a slotted spoon to put them into an ice bath. This will be our little secret. So in that same pot, we're now going to put in our beans. And we're going to do the same thing. Cook until tender, ice bath, done. Once these beans are done, throw them into an ice bath. Looks good. Does it coat the back of a spoon? I'm gonna get an actual spoon because I can't tell. I mean, I think we'll let that go for a few more minutes, but not too much longer. I think that's coming along nicely. We have one last thing to do for the salad. Also, hi, hello, I cleaned up. There's no cutting board because that's what the steaks are on. So for the salad, we need that, some olive oil, 3 tablespoons, and 6. Ooh, that sauce. Shut that off and take that off the burner real quick. And then the juice of a lemon. Sorry, I'm using concentrate or bottled. Mix well with a fork. A little bit of salt. A little bit of pep. That's our vinaigrette for our veggies. I think we might have taken it a little too late. We probably should have pulled this when I first came over and was like, yeah, that's good. instead of waiting a couple more minutes as I grabbed the veggies. Yeah, this all did not come together. How do we save this? This is not the creamy brown sauce I was expecting. I think what happened is maybe all of the cognac burned out. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna throw in some more beef stock and like a splash of cognac, and we're just gonna let it go again. We're gonna let it reduce again. Got some butter in there. And we're just gonna let it reduce again. I think this is the call to make. It looks like the stock may have, yeah, because now it's got some brown color in there, so I think something happened. We took it too far, but that's fine. We'll let this go again, and we'll throw in some more butter maybe to kind of brighten it up a bit. I think it's still going to come out good, but not perfect. So I think what happened is, because I used beef bouillon, I think too much liquid evaporated out and the bouillon became back to bouillon state. That's what I think happened. But, you know, let's try again. No harm, no foul. The only people who can get mad are those that are gonna get mad. So while attempt number 2 happens on the sauce, I'm going to pat these veggies dry. And we'll just kind of toss them in this with our quickly made vinaigrette here. So that's going to be our veggie side of this dish. All right, back over here. Attempt number 2. Attempt number 2. It's looking pretty good. That is probably good. So I'm gonna stick in some more butter now. I know it's a lot of butter, but I wanna hit that color. I saw a color. Oh yeah, this is way better this time. Look at that. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get to the color I want, or if this is good. I'm gonna say that's good. I'm not gonna risk it, you know? Some of this here. Lay it kind of down next to it. So I just did some orange slices, but I think what I'm gonna do actually, I'm gonna butcher these oranges. I'm gonna take some of this sauce here. Just drizzle this on top. So it's a little darker than what I was seeing in pictures, but I think that's fine. So I am worried that the steak's gonna be a little overcooked. I cut into the one that was weirdly shaped, and it was right on the line of where I like it, so we'll see. Yeah, it's a little overcooked. I knew it would be. I should have followed my gut. I'm not completely impressed, I'm gonna be honest. I think this is one that I would like to try again. And maybe go out to a restaurant, see if I can find it at a restaurant, try it out there. See what I'm you know, get some more experience with it. And then try it again. This is not bad, but not great. I think this was a good call to pair it with, because you get a little bit of sweetness and kind of a little bit of acidity. And then the color contrast as well. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I enjoyed cooking it. And I'm going to go finish this. It's still very good. Well, it's good. I wouldn't say very good. It's good, it's decent, it's a little overcooked. And I will see you all next time. So I'm eating this, and I want to revise something. I cut off a piece here and I dipped it in some of the sauce, and that really woke it up. I think the steak is still overcooked, and I should have trusted myself more and the book less. But yeah, thank you.